If you're looking for some on-stage entertainment, we've got you covered. Joining us now is theater insider Tim Scott talking about 3 shows that should be on all of our must-see lists.
Yes, I'm here talking about 3 shows that must be on all of our must-see lists.
Starting with Waitress.
Let's talk about Waitress. It's playing at the Music Hall right now. It goes till November 19th. Of course, Waitress is Sarah Bareilles' Tony-nominated musical. Great show. It's been on Broadway for a few years. In fact, on Broadway right now, Jason Mraz is in the show. Not here in Kansas City, but the show is just as great. You know, great tunes. I mean, if you know Sarah Bareilles and you like her music, it's really great. In fact, my friend Larry Marshall is in the show. He was in town at the KC Rep with us a few years ago. He's fantastic, Tony-nominated performer himself, and breaks your heart. And great singing, great dancing, really innovative music and movement. Of course, based on the film Waitress, which was out a couple of decades ago that most people know. Fun show at the musical.
Everest is heavy.
Oh
it's not a fun show.
No, Everest is
it's an important one, but it's not a fun one.
Yeah, Everest is deep. Everest is over at the Kansas City Lyric Opera Theater. It's the second time it's ever been performed. Of course, based on the 1996 tragedy upon Mount Everest when they were climbing Mount Everest. The music is exalting. It's so great. The scenic design is great as well. You know, the one thing I'll say about opera, this in particular, is it was really difficult to understand what they were singing. And the opera is all in English, so that was
even though it wasn't in Italian, you still couldn't understand it?
It was in English, and so that's I was kind of raising my hand. I was a little disappointed in that I couldn't really understand what they were saying, and they were in English. That said, it's at the Kaufman Center. It's stunning. The music is exalting. If you can get past that, they have super titles, which I was kind of annoyed to have to use because it's in English and I speak English.
Right.
So, but it was really exalting music and a compelling story that's been told many times. You know, the movie Everest in Thin Air, the book was a bestseller. So it's on stage at the Lyric Opera for a few more days.
Into the Woods, which is arguably one of the greatest musicals.
I mean, Into the Woods, Stephen Sondheim just made into a movie a few years ago with Meryl Streep. I'm sure you remember that. It's at the MTH Theater at Crown Center. This is its last week, plays till November 19th. It's a masterpiece. I mean, Into the Woods, like you said, is arguably the greatest musical ever written, being done over there at the MTH Theater. Still some tickets left for this week.
Good.
They've been doing pretty well. They have a pretty trendy interpretation of it. You know, it's pretty popular to kind of strip it down the way it's been done here, and it's been done a few times around the country, but they do a real nice job. Fantastic performers over there at Crown Center.
Theater insider Tim Scott.
Here I am.
Thank you.